Last week, the IOC announced that squash was one of 3 sports that could potentially be included in the 2020 Olympic Games. I'm here at East Glos in Cheltenham to give the sport a go and find out what it's all about. Joining me is professional player Nathan Lake. What impact do you think the potential inclusion of squash in the Olympic Games would have on the sport?
Hopefully a massive one. I think we've seen from the 2012 Olympics that sports that wouldn't normally get the spotlight have suddenly got it, so hopefully it would do the same for squash. In terms of government backing through Sport England funding, there'd hopefully be an increase because of the potential medals. And yeah, just hopefully more people would start to play, 'cause it's a great sport and it'd be great to have a higher participation.
And what impact would the Games have on you personally? You're ranked 101st in the world at the moment at squash. So for you, 2020 is a real ambition, isn't it?
Yes, by 2020 I'll be the grand old age of 28, which is regarded as kind of like the peak for certainly Western squash players. So to get a chance at it at 28 would be fantastic, and it's a big if to be there. But you know, if I kept progressing at the rate I'm progressing at the moment, then I've certainly got a good chance.
And what do you think the sort of appeal of squash is? I mean, it's such a fun sport, as I've realised today, and it isn't quite mainstream yet, but how do you think it will develop over the next 8 years up until the point where it could be included in the Olympic Games?
The TV coverage is massive, getting companies like Sky, ESPN to buy in, which they're starting to do now, and with the introduction of HD cameras and things like that, it's fantastic. It's sometimes been hard to translate how fast the game is and exciting it is, and there's been scoring changes and developments to TV coverage, which has helped massively. And it is, like you've hopefully experienced today, but it's a fast, enjoyable game that is just great fun to play and watch.
And for the general public, people who aren't gunning for the top spots for the Olympic Games potentially, what impact do you think squash can have on their lives?
Massive. I'm pretty sure it's more enjoyable to chase a ball than run on a treadmill in a small gym. So it's just for me, I enjoy chasing something rather than just looking at the wall. So it's fantastic. It offers, I think it's Forbes rated it the most healthy sport in the world, and within 45 minutes you can burn 500 plus calories and go back to work within the hour. So it's got a lot of plus points to the average person.
When did you first start playing squash?
I started age 10, which is a long time ago now, and I'm starting to feel quite old.
And when did you first realise that you were quite good, as it were?
I think I first played for England at an age group level when I was 16, and I quite liked that. I started to get a bit of a bug for it and kind of decided then that I wanted to give it a good go, certainly after my A-levels, and give it a couple of years to see how I could do.
And let's say squash doesn't make the Olympic Games, what are your aims beyond that?
The main aim is probably Commonwealth Games. That's probably the biggest, certainly for the Commonwealth countries, that's the biggest goal. And apart from that, maybe World Championships. I mean, those two are the main ones, along with the British Open. Maybe that you're marked against. If you win one of those, you've made a serious impact in the game. So that would obviously be a massive aim.
What are your strengths on the squash court?
Well, my reach, I'm 6'2", so that's a big help. Probably not my speed around court, being 6'2", but I'm pretty accurate. That's probably my main strength, accuracy, I'd say.
What do you think you maybe need to work on?
Well, I've got pre-season coming up, a long summer's training. It'll be a lot on physical development, and at the top of the game there's a lot of physical demands on your body, and being able to play back-to-back matches in a day or back-to-back days, so physically there's a lot of work, getting quicker and stronger over the summer.
And plenty of celebrities, including some of the world's best tennis stars, have backed squash to be the sport to be included at 2020. What do you think the chances are that squash will be included?
Hopefully very good. I'm hoping anyway. But the two sports that are in it, baseball and softball, as a joint bid, and wrestling certainly have a lot of things going, from like wrestling being one of the founding sports in the Olympics. But it's certainly got a lot going for it. Wrestling's just been taken out, so you could argue, why should they get back in straight away? And yeah, baseball is maybe, I don't feel, as global as squash. So yeah, I think it ticks a lot of Olympic boxes, which is good for us.
And what do you think about the facilities here at East Glos? How have they served you over your time playing squash?
Yeah, very well. East Glos have been very supportive for me. And the facilities here are probably some of the best in the county, so they've been really good to me over my career.
And for anyone who's watched this video and thought, that looks like a lot of fun, I want to play squash, how can they get involved?
as soon as you like. I think the 15th of June there's East Glos Open Day. You can come along for free and play me if you like from 11 till 3. Laura just about coped. And yeah, just type in Gloucestershire Squash into Google, go down to a leisure centre. There's a lot of squash courts in England, so yeah, pick up a racket and get playing.
Thank you very much, Nathan.
Cheers, thanks Laura, thanks.